Hey travelers, welcome to Savannah, Georgia, where history isn't just preserved, it's celebrated. I'm Mark and you're watching Travel This. In today's video, we'll dive into the soul of Savannah and explore its nooks and crannies. But first, let's embark on a journey through time. Savannah was founded in 1733 by General James Oglethorpe, with the vision of creating a utopian society for debtors and the poor, far from the oppressive systems of Europe. His plan included a unique grid system with public squares, a design so forward-thinking, it's still admired today. Right now, we're at the Savannah Riverfront, where once ships brought in trade goods and took out cotton, shaping Savannah into a major port. Today, you can see the transformation of these old cotton warehouses into vibrant shops and eateries like the River Street Marketplace and the Old Pink House, where history meets modern-day hospitality. The historic district is truly Savannah's crown jewel. Here you'll find architecture that spans from the colonial period to Victorian times. One must visit is the Owens Thomas House, built in 1819, which offers a poignant look into the lives of both the wealthy and the enslaved. But Savannah's history isn't without its scars. The city was occupied by the British during the American Revolutionary War, particularly remembered for the Siege of Savannah in 1779, where this event not only shaped the course of the war in the South, but also highlighted the international dimensions of the conflict. Let's dig deeper into this key moment in history. By late 1779, the British had shifted their strategy to the southern colonies, hoping to rally loyalist support and control key ports. Savannah, with its strategic location on the Savannah River, became a prime target. The British captured Savannah in late December 1778 with relatively little resistance, establishing a foothold in Georgia. In response, such a combined force of American, French, and even Polish troops, alongside a significant number of Haitian and free black soldiers, gathered to retake the city. This was one of the first times in American history where such an international coalition came together for a common cause. Leading this effort were General Benjamin Lincoln for the Americans and Count Casimir Pulaski for the Polish, with French military support under Admiral Charles Hector, Comte d'Estaing. On September 16, 1779, the siege began in earnest. The Allied forces blockaded Savannah, with French ships controlling the river to prevent British resupply. The strategy was to starve out the British or force them into an unfavorable position. However, the British had fortified their positions well, and the siege turned into a prolonged standoff. After weeks of siege with little progress, the decision was made to launch a direct assault on October 9th. The plan was to attack from multiple directions, hoping to overwhelm the British defenses. However, coordination issues and the strong British fortifications led to disaster. The main assault was led by the French, but they encountered heavy resistance, particularly at the Spring Hill Redoubt. One of the most poignant moments was the wounding of Casimir Pulaski, who died from his injuries shortly after. The attack was repulsed with heavy casualties. The Allies lost around 800 men, with significant loss among the Haitian soldiers, while British losses were comparatively light. This battle is remembered for the high number of African American and Haitian participants, highlighting their role in the fight for American independence. The failure at Savannah was a setback for the American and French forces in the South. The British maintained control of Savannah until July 1782, using it as a base for further operations in Georgia and South Carolina. However, the siege also underscored the complexity of the revolutionary struggle, involving diverse groups united by the cause of liberty. The Siege of Savannah is a testament to the international spirit of the American Revolution, where soldiers from across the globe fought for freedom. It's a chapter that reminds us of the high costs of liberty and the diverse coalition that helped forge a new nation. Take a walk through Johnson Square to see the Haitian Soldiers Monument, honoring those who fought for American freedom. Now let's head to Factor's Walk, where the steep steps and ironworks whisper tales of the cotton trade. This area was bustling with cotton factors, who were essentially the middlemen of the cotton industry. It's fascinating to see how the architecture here reflects both utility and the economic power of Savannah in the antebellum South. Today, these historic steps lead to galleries, shops, and a peek into the city's industrial past. Savannah played a significant role in the civil rights movement. visit the Ralph Mark Gilbert Civil Rights Museum to learn about local heroes like Dr. Ralph Mark Gilbert, who led the NAACP here. In 1960, Savannah saw its own sit-ins at lunch counters, pivotal in desegregating public spaces. Savannah students from Savannah State College and local high schools staged their first sit-ins at white-only lunch counters, notably at Levy's department store. These protests, which saw the arrest of students like Carolyn Quilloin, Ernest Robinson, and Joan Tyson, sparked a broader movement. The sit-ins led to a near-complete boycott of downtown businesses, pressuring local leaders for change. Under the leadership of Law, Williams, and others, Savannah experienced a sustained, peaceful boycott. By October 1961, some desegregation of facilities began, but it wasn't until 1963, after intense marches and further arrests, that full desegregation was achieved. This was one of the earliest instances in the South where a city desegregated public accommodations before the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Savannah became known as the most desegregated city south of the Mason-Dixon line by Martin Luther King Jr. You can also explore First African Baptist Church, one of the oldest African-American congregations in the U.S., which was a sanctuary and a center for civil rights activities. Today, Savannah is a beautiful blend of past and present. Take Telfair Museums, for instance, where you can see art spanning centuries. The Jepson Center is particularly notable for its contemporary art, showing how Savannah embraces both its history and innovation. The city's designation as a UNESCO Creative City of Media Arts speaks to its vibrant art scene, fueled by institutions like SCAD, which has revitalized many historic buildings. For a touch of the macabre, visit Colonial Park Cemetery, Savannah's oldest intact graveyard, where you'll walk among graves from the 1750s, including those of Revolutionary War heroes and victims of yellow fever epidemics. It's said to be one of the most haunted spots in Savannah, perfect for those ghost tour enthusiasts. A short drive from the city center, Wormsloe Historic Site offers one of the South's most picturesque drives down an oak-lined avenue. This site is where Noble Jones, one of Oglethorpe's settlers, established his plantation in 1736. The Tabby Ruins here are Savannah's oldest standing structure, giving you a direct connection to colonial life. Our journey wouldn't be complete without visiting Fort Pulaski, symbolizing the end of an era with its Civil War history. This fort, believed to be impregnable, was famously breached by Union rifled cannons in 1862, changing military architecture forever. Now it's a serene national monument where you can walk the ramparts, learn about the fort's fall, and enjoy the surrounding nature. And here we are in Forsyth Park, the social heart where Savannahians gather. This park has seen it all, from Civil War parades to today's art festivals and weekend markets. It's a testament to how Savannah continues to evolve while cherishing its past. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this virtual dive into Savannah's rich history with some of its must-see landmarks. From its founding to modern-day cultural vibrancy, this city invites you to explore, learn, and perhaps fall a little in love with its charm. Thanks for joining me, and let's keep the adventure going in the next video. Please consider liking and subscribing so that you don't miss out on future places to see and explore. Bye for now.